It's to provide comfort, flexibility, and beauty. Those three things. Comfort, these pews that I'm sitting in now are extremely uncomfortable, as anyone will tell you. A number of the elderly members of the congregation no longer come to church because they do find it so uncomfortable as sitting on these pews. And yes, of course, you can bring cushions with you as well, but we don't expect that to happen. Flexibility, so that we can use the church in other modes. We can move the furniture around, so that we can do other things in here, whether it's large children's events, large musical events. We can have worship in different forms and different arrangements. So what it is, in flexibility terms, is not insisting on future generations being bound by the way we worked today, and something which that maxim goes right the way through the whole of this project, not binding future generations into what we want to do today, what they wanted to do 150 years ago.
I suppose if we're looking for a counter-argument against chairs, we've got every issue here from increased labour for chairs being set out and put away, more floor area to keep clean, and I suppose the issue with memorial stones under the chairs, a lot of them of course under these pews that you're sitting on, completely protected, not being trodden upon. The more that are exposed and the greater the footfall, the sooner they're going to be worn away. Quite a few points I'm throwing at you there, Charles.
Lots of points you're making there. As far as the memorial stones, well, yes, you're right. We could cover up all the memorial stones with a complete new floor, never ever see them all. They would be perfectly protected forever, but you never ever see them. Just by doing the floor trial in the North Aisle, we have opened up a large number of floor plaques of ledger stones. The nicest one was a family from Australia who arrived, and their great grandfather had just been exposed for the first time, and his stone was there, and they were very excited about that. Memorials put in the floor of any building, like gravestones out in the graveyard, are designed and expected to decay over the years. That's just the nature of what they are. And of course we'll do all we can to protect them. But you either cover them up completely and never ever see them, or you have them exposed, in which case they will wear. It's as simple as that.
Are you welcoming criticism, positive and negative, on this whole subject of pews versus chairs? I mean, how can the people of Bath have their say?
Oh, absolutely. I've invited the congregation. I've explained to them exactly what our plans are, and I've had a number of people writing in and telling and giving me their comments. And they've ranged from complete spectrum, as you might expect. A large number of people are absolutely delighted that pews are going. Other people are more keen that we retain them. But that's a fact of any change, that you'll get that range of opinions. But yes, of course, I welcome opinions, and I've had a large number of letters and emails on the subject, which we're listening to and thinking about, and we will respond to.
I can't imagine what's going through your mind at the moment, with this year coming to an end, the North Aisle successfully dealt with, fingers being crossed everywhere now that you do get good news in April. I mean, what are your thoughts as we approach the end of this year?
Well, yes, of course, we're looking forward to getting grants, but there are a number of other strands of this project going on at the same time: design aspects, and property ownership aspects, and planning aspects, and a whole number of things going on in parallel the whole time here with this project. And by the way, if we don't get the major grant from the lottery in April, we do have a plan B and a plan C as to how we'll raise the necessary money for this project. And I am personally very confident that this program is going to run. It will run. The only question is how long it'll take to do it, and that very largely is driven by funding. So yes, funding is terribly important, but there's more than one way to skin a cat.